Hello everybody, I am Kristin Davies and I am coming live in my group Intuitive Angel Messages on Facebook. I really like to connect with each of you at least about once a week. I like to channel all sorts of different energies for you. Sometimes Spirit will come and ask me to step forward and talk about certain topics, or certain energies will ask me to relay guidance, and so that's what I like to do. This week is more of what I thought I would like to do, which is channeling your guardian angels so that we can bring in some guidance for each of you. And although I know I won't be able to channel for every single one of you, just know that if the guidance is super highlighted, that it is for you. That guidance is for you, even though it's being channeled for another person. Yay, yay for YouTube. I love YouTube. You know, like I always say, I said no at first, and then I said yes, and I'm glad I did. Sometimes you just gotta face that fear and do it anyway. So if you feel a nudge towards something or in a certain direction, go for it. Run, go for it. Yes, yes. So if any of you hear any noise happening, it's because it's happening out on the street right now. We have some serious construction happening just outside. Hopefully you can't hear any of that. And hello. I see it's a lot of the students from the Mediumship for Beginners course coming on. I love it because you guys, that was an amazing 2 weeks. Can we say that was like completely magical or what? It was like incredible. Just a quick plug before I get going. I like to say that the next Mediumship 102 online course is coming August 15th until the 22nd. And then the one after that will be the Mediumship for Beginners course again. Only $155 for 2 weeks. And several mediums on hand to assist you and students to help you, and held online in a private group. So that'll be October 15th till the 30th. That will be the Mediumship for Beginners course coming up again. So I'd like to do a little practice with each of you, if you don't mind. I see many of you are coming online, so why not ask our guardian angels to come forward and see if we can pick up on their vibrational frequency first, and then we're going to move into channeling. Yes, oh good, Louise. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it too. Just know this, the difference between both courses, you can take either one at any time. You don't need the Mediumship for Beginners course first and then to take the 102. But the difference between the two is the 102 is like hot right out the gate. So we move really a little bit quicker. But a lot of new beginners that had never taken my courses have taken the 102 and they did just fine. They moved along and they came along with us. We just move at a faster pace and you learn new things. It's like the next level to the Mediumship for Beginners, but you can take either one. Either one of them, it doesn't matter. The Mediumship for Beginners course moves a bit slower. You have more time. It goes over 2 weeks. You have more time to practice with other students. So you can take either one, whichever one suits your fancy, right? And okay, so let's bring in our guardian angels. And so what do I mean by bringing them in? They're always here. We're just asking them to step forward, come in closer and amplify their energy so that you can feel it. What if you feel absolutely nothing? Well, welcome to the club. There was a time in my life where I felt nothing too. And so if you feel nothing, you feel nothing. It won't be the end of the world. And what happens is you just need to sit and do it more often, where you create a still mind, where you can sit quietly and pick up on your angel's vibrational frequency. Yep, we're going to have specific questions, and first we're going to bring in our guardian angels first, and then we're going to move into channeling their guidance for each of you, okay? So I want each of you to sit and create a still mind and ask your guardian angel to come in closer. And we're just going to sit here and just feel. And then I'd like each of you to type in the comments area, where are you feeling your guardian angel? Are you feeling them through your crown chakra, your third eye, your chest, your stomach? Are you feeling pressure on the side of your body? Are you feeling any shivers? Are you feeling your ears getting cupped? Are you getting ringing in an ear? Okay. So I'm just going to ask for you to sit quietly and then type in the comments area, where are you feeling your guardian angel's energy and what does it feel like? My guardian angel, she's always on my right, and she just looked over at me and she said, you know where I am. So you can, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, I love that. So you're feeling it on the top of your head. You're feeling like pressure in your ears. I'm feeling quite a bit of pressure in my ears too, and even in my eardrums. They like to do the wrap, where they wrap their energy. Why? Why would they do that? Because you have little chakras back here, you have another one back here, you have your pineal gland back here, you got your ear chakras here, and you got your third eye here, and everything is wrapped to access these chakra centers in order to communicate. You got goosebumps on your right leg. You feel left side and a lot of pressure. Hey, hey! Okay. Yeah. Tones in your ears. Yep. And if you can't feel yours, what do we do if we can't feel anything? So the first step would be is, I don't feel anything. Can you please come in closer and expand your energy more so? Make it stronger so that I do pick up on your energy. And if you still feel nothing, it's okay, you know. I went for years like that. I wasn't interested in any of this. I was just like, whoops. If people talked about this, I was like, you know, that's nice. But it just takes practice. That's all it is. It's an innate ability that we all have, that we practice using. So we're all unconsciously channeling all the time. When you know the right thing to say to your friend, that thing that you forgot in the house just pops into your head, or an idea, information, insight of something in particular, a great idea. Where did that come from? You get a strong gut feeling to move in a certain direction, or you get a strong gut feeling to divert a certain area and move in a different direction. So if you get tightness in your chest and your stomach, where is that coming from? That is really unconscious channeling. So what we're doing now is we're sitting quietly and we're asking your guardian angel to step forward so you feel their vibrational frequency, and that's the first step of clairsentience, clear feeling. And that is usually most of us women and some of us men have the strong sense of clairsentience, feeling, intuition, gut feeling in your vessel. If you have a quiet mind and you just move your head around the room, what are you sensing? You are sensing warmth and pressure that comes up against your face, and then you know where your angels are because their energy is impacting your vessel, your energy, and you know where they are. Sweet. So you asked your female guardian angel to step it up, got more chills on the leg, and your heart and throat chakras started to open and expand. Well, how fantastic is this? Yes. You got tapping on your right temple. My guardian angel loves to do this, stroking, to get my attention. Well, Ada, so why don't we ask who your guardian angels are and ask them to step forward so that you can sense them on your body. So the next thing you can do is get a pen and piece of paper and quiet your mind. That is really the trick, isn't it? In our society, we've got it down packed. Oh boy, we got leveled as far as overthinking, overanalyzing, thinking all the time, thought always going on in the head, worrying, fear, worry, fear. What if we decided one day that we wanted to turn that around? We do that in a split second because what isn't working any longer. So let's do it a different way. I too had that day. I too decided on a specific day about 15 years ago that I was going to do things a different way. Awesome. So you're getting goosebumps on your right arm. Fantastic. You know what you do right there is ask, you know, I feel these goosebumps. You want to ramp it up? And then I'll know it's you. I used to ask my angels for a sign. Give me a sign. And I remember saying, usually I just let them give me a sign. They'll give it to you in 3s or more. Just so you know it's them. And then the other time I asked, can you give me feathers? Wow, did they give me feathers over a span of 2 days. And I remember my aunt's next door neighbor came in and he goes, do you guys have any duct tape? I got a tear on the inside of my vest. And he unzips his brand new vest and down feathers just, you know, spray out in the air all over me. And I'm sitting there in the chair going, okay, that's sign number 3. With the feathers. Yeah, I took that as a pretty good sign. Okay, so, you know, I am going to go for those of you that have a real specific question. If you want just something given to you, we could do that, but it's going to be that energy behind it. So if you have a specific question, then I can dive in and get more oomph and impact of guidance for you. So let's see what we have. Can you please ask my angels why they keep drawing me in on travels? Because you're supposed to go traveling. Let's just see though, okay? Let's just see. Is there a specific place I should visit that's important, Caroline? It's about getting out of the energy that you're in right now. Right now it is work, home, life. And they want more play and fun time. And in order to do that, it's going to be easier and better, more freeing for you to get out of the house and go elsewhere. Even just for a short drive, maybe to the next town or a beach nearby. So that's really important. Just to get out. Get fresh new experience and fresh new energy and to get in touch with and in contact with the earth and her energy. Because she'd also like to work with you too. Cool. So it doesn't have to be like going a faraway way. Just maybe just in, you know, an Airbnb for the night somewhere, or you know, camping for a night, or you just go for a day trip. Day trip or overnight trip? Overnight trip, called it. Because I said, oh, a day trip, but it didn't feel like it was sitting quite right in my body, so I knew, this is an overnight trip. 1 night, 2 night? You know what they're saying, Caroline? How long can we get her out of the house for? That's the question. She'll make excuses as to why she has to be home. And reasons for why she has certain things that need to get done and get done at a certain time, etc. So, they like a minimum of 2 nights. That is in your hands, dear ones. Dear one. Okay. Okay, so Davina is asking about manifesting. So they have a question to give back to you, Davina, which is, they're asking you to hone in and pay attention to your own vibrational frequency. And is it in vibrational alignment with what you are requesting? If something feels right, move in that direction and give thought and step forward in manifesting that desire. If something doesn't feel quite right, or there's not that strong pull in that direction energetically, then it's going to fall flat. Maybe there's not importance behind what you're manifesting. It's like they're talking about what's necessary and what is not necessary. Is it necessary? What other things would you like to manifest? That's more of what they're interested in. And now they're showing me a pen and piece of paper, which is showing me that they'd like you to write it down on a piece of paper as to what you would like to manifest. And then they'll get busy and get to work behind the scene and help you manifest and bring each of these in to your reality. What is of importance and what is not? Thank you, dear one. Okay, let's talk about the stress that Kathy's been having lately. They're saying some of it is of your own doing. When you overanalyze or overprocess, you overthink things. Join the club, Kathy. What this is it's a good experience to teach you the tools that you've already learned in regards to shifting your attention and your awareness off of what you are stressing about and move them in a different direction. And therefore you will create more of that vibrational frequency within, more thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are more at peace and balanced. And it will be difficult for you to stress about the things in which you stressed about previously. Thank you, dear one. Also, they're saying that not only that, but the things in which you are stressed about will then begin resolving themselves. It all starts from within. Don't worry, Kathy, I get schooled on that too. Is there any, so just like, I'm reading your question, Louise, and they're like throwing the answer at me before I even ask them. So what it is really, Louise, is they're happy that you're taking the course. That's the first thing right out the gate. From that point forward, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot of new tools and ways of communication. And there's going to be a lot of practice and meeting new high vibrational people and light workers, and to get involved with them. And they're really happy about that aspect too, meeting new people online to get in contact with. Okay. And you guys know, unless you are strongly guided to come take a course, that's when you take the course. If it's flat and you're not feeling a pull towards the course, you don't take the course. Don't take the course. So follow your internal guidance system, okay? But there are things that you're going to learn in this course, Louise, they're saying, that are going to be really good for you. And the people that you're going to meet are going to be. And I can vouch for that because a lot of them are coming from the Mediumship for Beginners course, and they're coming right into the 102 course, and they're fantastic. You're going to meet a lot of new, wonderful people. See all the hearts here? See all the hearts? Yeah. Okay, Bertha is wondering if these symptoms that she's having, she's getting nausea and heart palps, and she's wondering if if these are diet related or physical related. Physical, diet, or ascension, spiritual related, energy related. Not physical. Although when these waves of energy come in, they create ascension symptoms, and it makes it more difficult to eat certain foods. Any heavier foods or low vibrational foods, they will really not sit right with you during these times. You're integrating this frequency through your vessel. So it's not like the collective is getting it, it's that you are integrating it. So each of us individually will have integration moments where we are integrating certain vibrational frequencies through our vessels in order to help. They're talking about purging the old in order to make room for the new. That's their wording. So in those moments, you may want to go for lighter meals, protein shakes, like more of a fluid type of meal if you can, just something lighter, depending on how severe your ascension symptoms are, of course. Okay. Something that's going to lower your frequency or that's heavy, is really not going to feel good. And then they're talking about you being outside and grounding yourself every single day. So you get up in the morning and then make it your routine to go outdoors and sit your bottom on the ground with your back on a tree and just let the earth and nature ground you. Okay, anything else? There's other means, and other ways to ground yourself, but they would like this way. Okay. Does Christina have fairies around her? They're talking about when you go outside, you do. When you go outdoors, you've got them there. And it's just wherever you're going to go, depending on where you're going to go, you'll have the local fairies in that area come around you. So if you ever see like a forested area or like a pocket of trees somewhere, like down the street, I have that. There are fairies. There are fairies, elemental energies. I remember sitting in the park one night and I saw a bright orange brownie, bright orange light, and it went right into the base of the tree and then went down into the earth. It was wild to watch that. And it was just curious of me. It didn't say anything to me, but there it was. So is there any names that would be? They're just saying nature fairies. Nature fairies. Okay, so there's none in like specific. It's just when you go out into nature, they're just saying nature fairies. If you're coming back in from being outside, you may find them still kind of working on you for a time, but they don't spend long periods of time with you indoors. Okay, thank you. Ooh. Mara would like to know how she can move forward with her PhD. There's a feeling of the continuation of doing it. Like there's not that oomph behind you, like you're excited to do it. Oh yeah, I want to go do it. It's kind of like, oh, I'm tired and oh God, to keep doing this. And usually if that's the case, right, what does that tell you? What does that tell you, Mara? If you feel that feeling of, oh God, I'm gonna keep doing this. You could push through and do it, or you could wait for, they're talking about the optimal moment, and they prefer that you wait for the optimal moment. So just hang back, relax, take it easy. Not everything has to be done in a specific timeline. This is one of those things. They want you to hang back and wait for the optimal moment, because right now it's not. and you feel it and you know it. They want you to wait. Do you have a timeline as to how long she should wait for? No, not yet. They're not divulging that. No. They just want you to wait. Sometimes they won't tell us that, because what will happen? We will overanalyze and overprocess. Well, they told me to wait 3 months, but now it's 3 months and I'm still not ready. So we wait. We wait until it is the optimal moment. And they'll help guide you in that moment of time. We're talking about there's shifts and changes taking place within you at this time. And it's not the optimal moment to proceed in that direction. They're talking about you have the head part of you and then the heart part of you. And the head part of you says, you know, I have to accomplish this. I have to get this done. And the heart is where they would like you to move into more of the heart space. And then they will guide you accordingly. Thank you, dear one. You're cracking me up, Miss Green. You're cracking me up. Yes. Joanna, the answer is yes. I was just going to ask the question. I just get yes really loud. The doves are a sign. Is the time right for Patty to come out to her family in regards to her spiritual journey? Ooh. Most of them, no. Some of them, a few of them, yes. But will they keep it to themselves? That's the question. Okay, so here, they're going to be straight with you, Patty. If you do take that path, okay, and you let it out all on the line, are you in a position of not caring what other people think of you and just walking your path? Are you okay with people not understanding you or understanding this path? And if so, then go forth and tell everyone with exuberance, dear one. Go forth and tell everyone with exuberance. If you are still of the mindset of caring what other people think of you, and you're not quite certain or sure yet, then not yet. Not yet, dear one. But they like this to be soon, okay? So it's almost like they're waiting for you to shift within rather than your family members, because they're going to be how they're going to be. My motto in life is allow others to be as they choose. I'm not going to buck the current or force them to be something different than where they're at. If they ask me a question, though, then I will give my opinion. But I'm not going to try to change them. No. I learned that the hard way in the past, and I've learned that from the angels. Loretta working from home. It just feels like you're meant to be taken care of at this time, Loretta. I don't know if it's the system or other people, the government, whomever, taking care of you. It's more like you're in a learning stage right now rather than a doing. But when the time comes in the future and you move into more of a doing stage in life or taking action, they will guide you then. Okay? Okay. Healing aura readings. Further down, further down, further down is what I'm getting from them. They're doing that hand gesture further down the line. Is Rita's guardian? Yes. The answer is yes, Rita. Yes. Terry, is there anything else I can do for my younger son who has suffered from trauma, PTSD, over my husband, his father? father's passing. Okay. Ooh, here we go. I'm coming in hot and heavy. Okay, so this is what they want me to relay, which is what I've learned through doing over 1,000 readings now, okay? Terry, are you ready? There's no one on the other side that wants us to continue years upon years upon years of holding back in life, or feeling sad about their passing, or guilty, or grieving. Nobody that has crossed over on the other side that has ever come to communicate with me, and the angels also relay this, they want us really to thrive. They want us to be happy. They want us to move forward, move onward. They'll always be here with us, but they don't want us to continue on and on and on grieving, no matter, this is what I'm getting here, no matter how they passed over, okay? Sometimes we say why, but it was actually the soul's choice of that exit date. That was their time to go. Other rare moments, it was an accident. But like the angels say over and over again, which is what they're saying right now, these lifetimes are just like they move so quick. We have so many of them. So if we have a time in a lifetime where we exit earlier than expected by way of accident, which is so rare for me to see, by the way, it's okay, because we're going to come right, we will come back in. And they're here with us all the time. They hear the thoughts that we think. They know the words that we speak. We think we're all alone, and I did for a number of years until I realized my angels know everything I'm thinking. They know everything. So does my Nana, who's crossed over. If she wanted to, she could pick up on everything. Poor Nana. But they're in a much more high vibrational vantage point, okay? So, any guidance then, moving forward, they want you to relay this to him, that no matter what the passing was like or when it happened, what is done is done, and they wish for him to know that he can speak with his father anytime he wishes, and he will hear him, and he will come. He is happy. He's in a joyful place on the other side, okay? This is what I'm getting. I'm getting happy, joyful, content. It's more than we can conceive of or articulate in words. That's how happy he is. It is beyond. He has transcended any suffering. He's moved on from that. And now it is time for his son to start moving in the direction of transcending his own suffering. Thank you, dear one. All is well. All is well, dear one. Now they're looking at me and they're doing this to me. And that is their way of saying, thank you, Kristin. Thank you. And also their blessing. Okay. Okay? You're not going to help others by feeling sorry for them. And you can show compassion and love for them, but to be a part of a pity party, how long is that going to go on for? I've done my own pity parties and they've gone on for like 2 years. One of them did 2 years. So we can start shifting. We can ask our angels to help with that too. Start shifting and moving in a certain direction. We can ask the angels to come and help your son start to transcend the suffering. And what will happen is they'll start to vacuum him because all that low vibrational thought and emotion that comes up within us can get stored in the vessel. So we'll just start vacuuming that out through his chakra centers. Thank God we have the angels. Is there anything else Anya should take to release the old? Nope. Not at this time. Thank you, dear one. You and me both, Christine. I just had a reading this morning with a lovely lady from Sweden, and her guardian angel came in so strongly. I was just like, whoa, it was so strong. And I had a whole bunch of other energies above me as well there visiting her, also her spirit guide. I had to ask them to kind of step back a bit because it was making me so lightheaded. So if you find that you are getting lightheaded from spirit coming in really close, you just ask them to step back a bit. Her guardian angel was also taking over my vision to show me things. And then I was like having a hard time just seeing her. So I asked them to step back a bit and to allow me to see out of my own eyes. Can you please just step back? You're just trying on different energies when they come to communicate. So who's making Christine feel lightheaded? I'm getting it is I, Metatron, stepping forth into Christina's energy field. Yes. And he's smiling warmly. Tell her I have come upon her request and I am working with her, alongside of her. Ooh, he is strong. Get him right in the chest. Whew. He never says jokes, okay? Archangel Michael, yes, all the time. Metatron, not often. And he just said to Christine, be careful what you ask for. Okay, so Christine, you need to ask him to step back a bit if it's making you feel uncomfortable while he's working with you. It doesn't mean he's going to stop working with you. It just means it's going to make it more comfortable for you. Finances for Beth. Ooh, somebody's got me on the arm. Tell her we walk alongside of her during this time. We've got her. I don't know, Beth, are you feeling somebody, well, somebody, it's your guardian angel, holding your arm? Do you ever feel like a heat or pressure sensation on the arm or down at the wrist? I'm also getting it down at the wrist at times. They're saying sometimes you get into a situation where you don't know how you're going to dig yourself out of it. There's always a way out. The way out is within. Know that you don't need to walk this path ahead in this lifetime as others do in society. Okay, so now they want me to say what you guys have probably heard me say before, which is, does a whale out in the ocean think about debt? No. Does a bear out in the forest think about how much money it has in its bank account? No. So why are we the only animals on planet Earth out of all the animals here that are worried and fearful and moving in this direction? So we can decide to think differently about it and start to shift in a different direction. They want you to know in truth that all of your needs are met abundantly for you now and always. And they're saying, why? Because we affirm it to be so. And we are requesting for you to affirm this as so. So they want you to start working on changing the thoughts instead of reacting to what is, and rather giving thought and attention and focus to what you wish to create more of. And using affirmations to do this. And they're saying, all of my needs are met abundantly for me now and always. Money flows easily and effortlessly into my life. Abundance flows freely through me and my life. All is well. All is well. And if you would like to participate in doing this with them, they will walk this path alongside of you, holding your arm and helping you manifest and create more of what you wish to and what you desire. There's no worry here on the other side at all. They're actually seeing this as a great learning moment where you can start to shift your own vibrational frequency in a different direction and start manifesting a different outcome, a different path. They're talking about everything that we've thought of or given fear to or worried about or reacted to, we amplify more of. So that is more of what we did in the past, and now that's led us to here right now. So please ignore what is temporarily, please. We know what is. And please give way by ignoring what is and give way to a new path of creating what you wish, what you desire, what you place your attention and your focus upon. And we will help you do so, moving forward. There's always a way, Beth. There is always a way. You choose it, and you choose it from within, first and foremost. Thank you, dear one. Okay, so I'm going to move to people that have not asked a question yet. Phyllis, do you remember the reading you and I had together about you and the land and the horses? Will Phyllis be moving on to land with the horses? Yes. Yes, you will be. That's where they want you to be. That's where the horses want to be. That's where you want to be. You can always hire help, they're saying. Hire help. Or people who will volunteer their services, their help. There are people that would love to volunteer to be a part of this. Is it just horses or other animals? Other animals too. Several of them. It's like they're showing you as like the sainthood for animals on the land, and so many animals will be given to you. They come to you. You're going to like save them. You're going to help them. And it's good for you to be around them, and it's good for them to be around you. They're smiling, kind of chuckling warmly, and they're calling you, they're giving you sainthood, and they're calling you sainthood, Saint Phyllis, for the animals, of the animals, but primarily the horses. I love it. Okay, so that's just it, Mara. When you're emotionally exhausted, that is not the time to keep moving on a path. Are you running out of time, Mara? Are you really running out of time? In truth, there really is no time, P.S. It's only this present moment of now, as the angels often say to me. This is the response your angels are giving about you running out of time. They give that hand gesture when it is not important to them. And it's not that it's not important. It's just that they don't wish you to focus upon that. Because in truth, everything happens in divine timing, when it's best and when it's meant to be. So please follow our lead, and we will guide you accordingly. Yeah, you're too tired. And there's not that, I can feel it. It's not that there's no oomph behind you to even get there. So you just have to let it go for now. Let it go and let other doors open for you, right? And let the angels bring you through new doors in different ways. And maybe things will open up and unfold in a different way you haven't even thought of yet. Give them the chance to do that with you. That's what I actually said to my angels 15 years ago. I said, okay, I'm going to give you a chance, because I hadn't worked with them deliberately before. And I thought, okay, I'm going to give them a chance. Let me tell you, I am very happy I did, because I ended up securing a job where I was able to work from home on my own through a recruiting company, making more money than I ever had. It was time freedom and financial freedom, and it all came through word of mouth in a way that I never would have expected. It was amazing. But that's just one of many things that they brought to the table for me. Angel numbers. Don't you just love them? Okay. So, apart from feeling guided to taking one of my mediumship courses, or maybe somebody else's mediumship courses, okay? The number one thing in communicating with spirit is lifting and raising of your own vibrational frequency. So if you're very somber, or you're down in what we call the dumps, you're having a hard time, okay? Then you still communicate with them. They can still hear you. But in order for you to hear them and feel them, okay, feel them around you. If you're tired, you're exhausted, you're feeling like you're on your last legs, maybe you feel just really heavy in frequency for a number of reasons. If you don't feel them, it's okay. Even I know that on those days, maybe it's best that I don't delve in and start channeling in that moment. I go lay down and have a nap. I go and meditate. And then after that, then I feel a bit better, and then I can sit in stillness and hear them. But the key is, anytime you are ever going to channel them, you definitely want a still mind, quiet mind, so it gives them that space long enough for them to come forth into communicate with you. If you're busy up here all the time, how are you going to pick up on their frequency and communication? Another way is by way of angel cards. So you use the angel cards. If you go to my YouTube channel, Kristin Davies on YouTube, this is a video that I've done on how to use angel cards. It acts as a bridge so that you can get the communication from your angels through high vibrational cards. It acts as a tool to help you get there. And the more you use the angel cards, the more your chakras, your channels open and expand and make it easier for them to come forth and communicate with you. Is there anything you'd like to recommend to Marquetta in regards to opening up her channels or her clairs? Keep practicing, dear one. Keep practicing. Ooh. And I'm getting that in my stomach through my solar plexus directly, like a shot right through my solar plexus and my heart chakra. That's where your angel is communicating with me. It's not in through my head too much. It's more in through my body. Energy is everywhere, so it doesn't take much for them to come in other chakras and then form the words up here. It's really about practice. Practice with others. Practice by yourself. Give it some time to open and flourish. They're showing me like the time it takes for a beautiful flower to open and blossom. A flower doesn't blossom quickly. It blossoms gradually, doesn't it, dear one? I love that. Okay? All in good time. Divine timing. Divine timing, dear one. And your angel's divine timing, dear one, with his finger. They want you to know that they love you and that they cherish you and that they are elated that you are attempting communication with them. They hear your thoughts, words you speak, and the written word. But now you are attempting to receive guidance with them. And they're talking about collaborating together. I don't know if that's something that you've thought of. Working together, collaborating together. Yeah. Cool. Okay, Carla wants to know if her husband will still have a job come October. They're showing their hand like this. It's still yet to be determined. There are multiple people involved in that decision making and their free will choosing. It's like a sinking ship and it's trying to keep its head above water. That's what I'm getting. These changes that are taking place on Earth are changing a lot of people's lives. And many of you may think that this is for the better, and many of you will say this is the worst thing ever, okay? You may think that these are the worst changes ever, and for a time it will feel that way. Please just know that if one door closes, there are many, always many other doors that will open for you. Go within, hand off your fears, your worries, your doubts to us on a continuous basis, every single day, daily. Thank you, dear one. Okay, I'm going to take a couple more questions. I'm coming down to the bottom for people I have not yet answered a question for, okay? Okay, I'm looking for specific questions. I'm doing great, Tina. Thanks for asking. You know, the beautiful thing of working with your loved ones, your angels, your spirit guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, nobody over here has a pity party for me. Nobody worries. There's no fear or concern. If in the moment they would like me to move in a different direction, they'll step forward and let me know. But as far as everyone here is concerned, I work with them and I try to walk in the path that they guide me. So I just know that I am doing my best to keep as high vibrational as possible and move in the direction of releasing and handing off any worries that may come up and letting them transmute them and then calling upon them to help me. So, you know what I love, love, love? I love it if each and every single one of you, whether you're watching this at another time or live with me right now, I want you to think of 3 things, maybe 5, okay, that you want the angels to help you with. You want not only your guardian angels, but your entire team of angels, because that's right, you don't just have your guardian angels, you have an entire team. So ask them 3 things that you would like them to help you with right now in your life. And you only have to ask them once. For those of you that are asking, you can if you want. I mean, in a dire situation, maybe we're praying more for someone who needs it. But I only ask once, and then I check in to see how it's going over time. And then I get a feedback from my guardian angel as to, you know, what's happening, where are we going with this, when's it going to come into fruition. So I'd like you guys to all pick 3 things, and you can voice it out loud, or you can think it in your mind, or you can write it down. What do you want help with? Okay? Remember, sometimes You are going to go through difficult times, but then you're going to make it out the other end. You always do. We always do. Because nobody likes to be down for too long. So how long we stay down for is entirely up to us. You could have a collapsing of many different things in your life, and it could be the worst case scenario. But how long you stay there is entirely up to you. And you can always pick and choose to see the silver lining and even if it's a small positive aspects in your life. Milk it. Milk those positive things in your life. Milk them, because you're going to amplify them and be grateful for them and appreciative for them. If you guys haven't bought a deck of angel cards yet, I highly recommend that you do, because it's an easy way for you to communicate with your angels. High vibrational decks. Whomever created them, whichever name is on them, remember this: the angels, the archangels, they have also helped to create these decks. The way they look, the feel of them are very high vibrational. And they are like a bridge or a tool you would use in order to connect with spirit. Only light and love, okay? Only light and love. And if you have any hesitancy about that, then you can just call in a bouncer like Archangel Michael, or maybe Archangel Metatron. I love Michael. Michael loves to come and move into your house, and he secures your house like a spiritual bouncer. I remember him asking me many years ago. He said, "Could I please move into your home?" And I said, "Why would I do that?" And he said, "Because then I can shield your home and I can cleanse your home and I'll be your spiritual bouncer." And I said, "Sweet." And I remember feeling much more like just happier and content and at peace, supported. And then it dawned on me, well, yes, I asked Archangel Michael to move into my home. So you will feel 1,000% better. Not only does he move into your home, but if you move, he moves with you. And if you go out into the world, say you're going to the grocery store, you're going wherever, he comes with you. He doesn't just hang back in your home. He goes with everybody. So you can call on him anytime. And there have been moments recently where I've had a couple stressful moments, and he's right here on my right hand side. He's like right here and strong on my shoulder, and he's coaching me in the moment in my right ear, guiding me. Yeah. I went for a hike in the woods a couple months ago, and there was like a large amount of Native Americans that were right there on the ridge line, and I was trying to talk with them, but they weren't replying to me, and I thought, that's odd. And then Archangel Michael opened and expanded behind me, and I said, "Are these Native Americans?" And he said, "Yes, they are." And the feel I got was they were curious about me, but they weren't interested in talking to me. And then I was like, do they even understand me? And it wasn't like friendly. It didn't feel friendly. It was more curiosity. And he opened and expanded behind me. And the only thing he said very loudly was, and he did this with his arm, he said, "Disperse." And he like gave them a warning signal of disperse with his arm like this. And everybody started to turn around and move away slowly from us. Some of them kind of trailed behind us on the path as we moved along. But my whole team had my back. My angel was on my right arm, gripped me, and just let me know it'd be all right. Just keep walking. And Archangel Michael was right there, and I wasn't scared. I was just like surprised, more like. But I know when I call in backup to come and live with me, I'm good. I don't have to go and call in white light and all that, because that's stemming from more like fear, right? Why are we doing that? Why am I holding crystals and, you know, saging? I know I'm safe. I know I'm protected always. I am the light. And I walk this path knowing so, along with my spiritual bouncer, Archangel Michael. And that's how it is. Be the vibrational frequency you wish to create more of in your life. Okay? Okay. Okay. Amanda, if you're in a great space in your life, milk it. Okay? Milk it. Any little good thing that's happening in your life. Okay? Somebody gives you $50. Somebody takes you for a tea at the coffee shop. Or somebody takes you out for a walk and you just enjoy that friendship. Milk it. Milk it good. Oh, bedtime resolution with your toddler, with son. I'm getting the word handful. Okay. Okay. I've had this guidance come through for others who have made this request with help. It's taking, this is the guidance coming through again, taking them outside to ground them before bedtime. Let them run around out on the grass or out in nature in the trees, and then they go to bed. They need to ground before they go to bed. Part of the reason is because we have this high vibrational frequency at times coming forth into our vessels while we are sleeping, because it's an optimal time while we are resting. So that means you have your mind's racing more, you got Harp helps at times, you're feeling like you're overheating in bed, your dreams are so vivid and all over the place. This is a great indicator that you have a lot of energy coming forth, and which is what will happen for the rest of our time here. But grounding just before bedtime will really help with this. And no sugar, no caffeine, none of that stuff before bedtime. Even eating food, maybe like at dinner time, and then no snacks. No snacks? No snacks at all? Aim to steer away from the sugar, the fructose, or anything that's going to create any hyperactivity. Okay. Okay. So that's that guidance there. Okay, any last words that would like to come through for everyone? That's a big loaded question, isn't it? See the light within yourselves. Be the light in which you are. The being of light and love that you are. Shine brightly, even in amidst the darkness, even in amidst the dark and or hard times, the difficult moments. Know that all is well. Know that everything will be all right. Know that everything is transpiring for a reason and a purpose. In fact, many reasons, many purposes. They're just saying, know that you're all right. Feel and know that you all are okay. And so shall it be. To be the manifester of what you wish to create more of. They're saying they're all very busy here on the other side, working. They're talking about overtime or double time. Many changes are unfolding upon Earth at this time, and much growth is taking place within each of you, and they consider this a monumental time with a lot of growth and a lot of changes. And they're watching with eager anticipation of these changes that are transpiring within each of us. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you. So again, I just want to reiterate that the next Mediumship for Mediumship 102 online course is coming up August 15th to the 22nd, and there's only 15 spaces left. If you feel guided to or drawn to coming and signing up, please do so. If not, wait till the next one or take another one if you feel so guided. For me, I felt very drawn to communicating with Spirit, with my team of angels primarily, and that was really important for me. So, and also remember, you pick up a little deck of angel cards and you're off to the races. Watch the video on my YouTube channel on how to use them so that you can see how the angels will work through your vessel to choose the cards. Have a wonderful Saturday, everybody, and have a wonderful July 4th, you people in USA. Mwah! Love ya. Love ya.